Thank you so much. My name is Professor Tony Chen. Actually, I've been involved in cancer screening in breast cancer, colorectal cancers, and also recently also in the lung cancer. It's first time uh, to come here. I'm very, very, very excited. So I will take 5 minutes, not very long. I know I would not be a nuisance before coffee break. Yeah. So I think we heard a lot of the talk before. So I want to emphasize it's very important when you want to implement, as Dr. Hensky say, we need to very very efficient and very economical. So I will propose a population-based target low-dose screening, low-dose CT screening, according to my expert opinion. So you see, you cover the heavy smokers and also non-smoker the talent, for examples. And we also refer to the previous trial already. And of course, this morning we heard about occupational exposure and also I want to emphasize every screening for non-cancer. We learned from the randomized control trial. I think we need to do the risk-based to guide, the precision, the prevention of precision screening. So the central circle, you can see, I learned the family history from Dr. Yang, and today we talk about big screens, the COPD and also the CVD. So this is actually we also learned from the Korea, the K. Lucas as well. So my job actually I add to today. I heard about AI from the Professor Woodcourt, and I think the one of the AI mission is to do the cost effect analysis. So this is actually, you can see I use I use the Taiwan scenario as a Asian background. You see, the most of the point below the willing to pay within the 2 GDP and the 3 GDPs means it's very cost effective. And even you're talking about the over detection. I know Dr. Yang said nowadays we want to talk about over management rather than over detections. Even we take into account the over detection, it's still very cost effective. And this is a slide I want to share with you is if you take the risk-based group, means, you can use all the risk prediction models in previous study. I think USA in the UK study, every prediction model you can always use to fit in with the scenario. You see, then you can get the very cost savings, very, very cost savings. Cost saving means, you invest money earlier, but you still, you still earn the money later on. So not to mention if you add the big screens into the integrated screening. So this is one of the things I think we need to think about. So I also done some of the study by using the trial and some of trials, Nelson and NLST and K. Lucas' service, and also the UKLS is a risk-based screening for non-cancer and also talent. So you see, if you look at the Y and the X, if you want to go to the original point, it's a high detection rate, but no over detections. So you need to very clever in using the risk-based group. But generally speaking, from shared decision makings, they like to see even the NLST Nielsen's is cost effective within the GTP affordables. And not to mention about if you use a risk base, then you can very cost within the 1 GTP as well. So I think if we add the big three into the screening program, I would be very efficient compared with this analysis. So this is what I think. And in the futures, I don't know, because I heard AI. but we need to think about today, which we heard about the air pollutions. So the indoor pollution and also outdoor pollutions, we need to make use of IoT. This is already seen in the medical enterprise. And as we say, screening is not only in the research, not service, but this is enterprise. So I will agree most of the AI, the Professor Wood gave very excellent the presentation, but I just use these examples. Sometimes I just for teachings. It's non-net. Is some of use the IoT to build up a screening tool, and also today molecular biomarkers. Don't forget, miRNA is also one of the good example as well. So we have to consider use all the efforts, and also we have to pay attention to the management in order to not always be criticized about over management. This is only one of I always say is only one of SIBO, the system. There are many systems like the Professor Kirk already mentions. And I want to add, the Indian study is very good studies for demonstrating the AI, the pipeline right now, by combining the clinical, radiomics, and also genomics. And this is very good study covering the multi-accident group. And I think this is always our perspectives. So as a chair here, I also want to take you, in the futures, we have done so many screenings, even the big screenings. We are faced with, where is the control group? Can we do a lot of randomized control trial? How long we need to wait? So you see, I have heard I-ELCAP. This is very, very fantastic study and also service to cover, the integrated screening. So the digital twin is one of the approach we need to think about to use to convince of shared makings, shared decision, the decision makers of getting the result as quick as possible and as accurate as the randomized control trial by using the virtual cohort. Then we have to encourage the young generation to do that. So this is actually the final slide. I'm here. I'm so excited. You like the lung cancer screening family? I can feel. I can feel. So we have already moved from randomized control trial to the precision medicine. It's not sufficient. We have to move to smart healthcare, metaverse healthcare. It's our cancer screening and also disease screening, also the healthcare control in the futures. So please, think about the perspective. Thank you so much.